Welcome back. You are still watching Prime Daybreak, and as we did mention earlier on, we are going to be discussing issues to do with the SADC Men's Conference that is coming up on the 17th of December, and this will be held right here in Lusaka. I'm privileged this morning to have people that are behind this particular conference and the speakers at this particular conference. On my immediate right, I do have Dr. Collins Kachaka, who is the organizer and also will be speaking at that particular conference. And next to Mr. Kachaka, I do have Dr. Joseph Mazhandu, who will be speaking at the conference as well, and he will be talking in line with transport. And next to Mr. Mazhandu, I do have Mr. Burak Unal from Teki Africa Company. He will also be talking speaking at this particular conference. Gentlemen, thank you very much for making it to Prime Daybreak, and welcome to Prime TV.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good morning, viewers.
Let's start with you, Dr. Kachaka. Tell us about this particular conference that is coming on the 17th and 16th.
Yes, this is a unique conference, very extraordinary in nature, because only men are involved this time around, and men of the SADC region. Mm-hmm. And why men? Because even from the aspect of the Bible, men are the leaders in a home. So men are the ones to hold the economy of the home. So if men are active, the economy of the home will succeed. Mm. So if the economy of the home succeeds, then even in the community it succeeds. Then even our national economies will succeed as well. Mm. So if men are idle, then you find that the home economy fails, even our economy in communities fails, even our national economy fails. And therefore, the poverty levels we see and the unemployment we see in our region is largely attributed to men being idle. Men need to be enterprising, and therefore, this is a unique conference to inspire men, to ensure that men are productive.
Now, what is the theme of this particular conference, and what does it imply?
The theme says, are you a man? Okay. Are you a man? May the real men stand up. Okay. So you discover that with that theme, we have so many of us who wear a trousers and put on a necktie and put on a suit. But some are men, some are just males. A man is an entrepreneur. A man is in charge of the economy of the home. A man is a provider. A man is a source of strength. A man is a source of security for the family. That is a man. And you find a number of us are seemingly males only, because we are failing to provide for the home. We are not a source of inspiration in the families. We are a source of ridicule. And therefore, in this conference, we want to build men. We want men to come together, men of the region, so that we build our economies in the region and build our economy also as a country, as Zambia. Yes.
Now, coming to you, Dr. Mazhandu, what is it that you're bringing to this conference? What are you talking about?
I shall talk about transport and transportation. I specialize in transporting human beings from one part of the country to the other. I provide buses which enables people to do their business in other parts of Zambia. Mm-hmm. So that's my really purpose. You might perhaps have heard of Mazhandu Family Bus Services. Actually, it is the oldest local company in this country. Mazhandu Family Bus Services used to compete with a parastatal bus company which was known as UBZ. So therefore, Mazhandu Family Bus Service is a very experienced company, and I would not want to dwell on Mazhandu Family Bus Service only. I should also generalize on transport and transportation, because with no transport, everything would come to a standstill. When I'm talking of transport, I'm talking of any form of transport, any form of transport which will take you from point A to point B. Whether they would be trucks, buses, a ship. I know we've got a ship in Zambia, you might know, in some big lake. And any form of transport. Transport is very important to human beings. You need to get to certain places, whether you were going to places which you have heard of, maybe you've been to Chirubi Island, you still need transport. That is now by water. You want to ferry goods from one point to another, you will need transport. This will be by lorries, by vans, at the villages by scotch cart. Perhaps you might know scotch cart. By sledges, that is the oldest and the primitive type of transport are located that way, because wherever it passes, it will be breaking the soils and cause soil erosion. So I am most interested in transport, and I want to see transport system in our country, Zambia, improving. Like in urban areas like Lusaka. I know we've got minibuses, but it's time we think of modernizing the transport system.
Do you feel that there are still opportunities in the transport sector, considering the number of companies like Mazhandu and other companies that have...
Yes, so the opportunities are unlimited. That depends on which transport, and that will also help if there were new players coming. That will help, there will be competition, so that will help to improve the standard of transport. You know, if there is minority transporters or transporter, there would be no improvement because you have no competition. Yes.
Mr. Unal, coming to you, what is Techie Africa bringing to this particular conference?
So, like in short, we are the distributor of 16 Turkish corporations for the sub-Saharan African market, and we are strongly active in the building materials, machinery, agriculture, and FMCG sectors. And also we facilitate import, export, and investment between Africa and Turkey. So in the conference, we would like to show the Turkish economy, and also we would like to show the Zambian and the SADC businessmen on how to import the Turkish machinery or the Turkish goods.
Now, Dr. Kachaka, you did mention that this particular conference is for men only, and you also did mention that there's a difference between being male and being a man. With what definition would you say we have more men than males in Zambia?
Well, in terms of a definition of more males and less men, even in families, we come back to a family unit. In Zambia and in our region SADC, you discover that in a family, maybe only a single man is the pillar for the whole family. People are dependent on one man. Yet there are several others who look like they are men, but they are of no value to the family, they are of no value to the community, they are of no value to the nation. Okay? They are busybodies moving around. The strength of the family depends on how many men we have in the family who are adding value to the family. You find that the pressure in the family is on one man, yet there are several others. Okay, now the conference now is coming so that these other men, in commas, the males, who are not doing anything, who are idle, these should be put into production, you know, so that they can add value within the family, build the economy of the family, then it will spill over in the economy of the nation. Okay, look, the way you build an economy, today we are complaining as Zambians about our economy, about the kwacha and so on and so forth. And that is the same everywhere within our region, it's the same. The issue is the men are too idle. Few of them are productive. So now, the issue is if men are productive, men are the backbone of families, of communities, of the nation, then that will spill over to grow our economy, you know. Therefore, the issue here is, look, even you in your family, even me in my family, you find only too few men are really of value in the family. When a funeral has occurred or something has occurred, the family is dependent on one man or two, and yet there are several of them, you know. Simply seated, we need these other men so that they are lifted up. And in this conference, they will learn what about opportunities available in agriculture, in transportation, available in fish farming, available in education, available in general trading, you know, so that they can pick these opportunities and run with them. Funders will be there, and also the joint ventures will be there. So we need these men. So we invite all the Zambian men. Please send the men to attend to be in this conference so that they learn and their eyes are opened to the opportunities available in a number of sectors.
Why is this conference only focusing on men?
Okay, men, yes, men. Look, there has been too much emphasis on women empowerment and youth empowerment all these years as a world. We left men aside. All the conferences you hear, our government officials are talking about it, empowering women and empowering the youths. Now, you and me, we know, according unto God in the Bible, the economy of the home rests on men. Now, you and me, we know that even when the women are being empowered, but behind the scenes, the authority in the home lies in the men, you know. So, still more, it is the men behind the scenes who have the authority and the power to govern and control women and children. So, when these are left behind, we cannot move forward. And hence we are saying, we bring the men also on board, so that we empower the men, the women, and the youth together. So, hence the focus on the men for now.
Mr. Unal,
Yes.
how do you feel that this particular conference is going to contribute to the Zambian economy and the SADC economy at large?
So it will contribute in many ways. Like we see lots of potential between Zambia and Turkey. And the thing with Zambia is that like the economy is good and you have so many resources. But with some, like, I don't want to say guidance, but with the foreign investment and also with more industrialization, the economy can be much better, and the families can also become wealthier as well. So what we offer is that, like, as a company and also as the Turkish business people, we offer the certain machinery and the know-how on how to increase the industrialization rates and on how to increase the per capita income. So like we would like to contribute to the conference and to the nation of Zambia in this way.
Now, Dr. Mazhandu, How unique is this particular conference from the many other conferences that we have seen in this country?
It is unique in that way that it's going to involve a lot of men and distinguished men who will be very influential to any other who would not have an opportunity to attend this conference.
Mm-hmm. Now, what is the ultimate benefit of attending this particular conference?
The benefit is we shall be able to interact with different people, like the young men from Turkey and the many others who are coming. We will share a lot of useful ideas which we can also now download to the rest of the people in Zambia.
Mm-hmm. Now, Dr. Kachaka, I realize that there will be thematic leaders to lead certain thematic areas, themes at this particular conference.
Yes.
What are their roles?
The question of uniqueness. This conference is unique in that it's not just a talking show. The thematic leaders, for example, in transport sector, we have our Dr. Mazhandu here, our father. The issue is these leaders, these are successful in those thematic areas. These are industry leaders in those areas. Example, in farming, we have our Mkush farmer, Mr. Chilala. Now, these men have succeeded in those areas. Their role is to share with the other men the opportunities that are available in those areas. Mm-hmm. For example, in agriculture, we want to go in agriculture. We do not know the crop to grow, which will add value. We don't know where the market is on this crop. Okay, so this man who has excelled in agriculture will share with the other men the crops which are of value and how to package them and where to go and sell them. So he becomes like a mentor. So men are lifting fellow men. Example, in fish farming. Me, I'm a fish farmer. So it is me and Dr. Kefi. We are the experts in fish farming. We know where the funding is for fish farming. We know. Yeah. We know the type of fish to grow. We know. We know where the market is. So our role is to share the opportunities in that area. And we are doing this so that we increase on the success rate. We don't, at the end of the conference, there will be men interested in agriculture, in transport sector, in general trading, in animal husbandry, where we have Mr. Kasiak. Then these men shall work with these industry leaders, until they reach levels of success. These industry leaders, these are consultants in those areas. And these men will freely interact with these industry leaders so that they act as ladders. The men below shall step on the shoulders of the industry leaders for success. Mm-hmm. So, hence, this is a unique conference. This has never happened in SADC region. It has never.
I know you did mention that there will be Mr. Unal, Dr. Mazhandu, you, and Mr. Chirara. Who are some of the other speakers that are coming to this conference?
The other speakers who are coming, we have Mr. Kasia. He is a man who has excelled in animal husbandry, with cattle, sheep, and goats, and chicken, and pigs, and all the animals. Yeah, and also we have in the area of construction, Honorable Chitotela, our minister. He will speak on construction. He's an expert in that area. He knows opportunities available for men, even smaller men like us in construction, So he's a speaker in that area of construction. Also in the area of education, we have our PS, Dr. Kalumbak, yes, and Dr. Siatwambo. These two strong men shall open our eyes to the opportunities available in the education sector. Yes. So, also, we have also in the area of banking and insurance, we have Mr. Skutwak. He's a man with vigor and knowledge and expertise in banking and insurance, and he will inspire men to open their eyes to the opportunities available in that sector as well. Yeah, so those are the speakers, but also we have international speakers, Mr. Kudakwashe from Zimbabwe. We are told that the whole economy of Zimbabwe is on his shoulders. He's a strong entrepreneur from Zimbabwe. He's coming to come and inspire men. Because look, the men are saying, our economy is poor, our economy is not doing well. But even in a poor economy, the entrepreneur should see opportunities. Yes. So this man is coming to share opportunities available in a poor economy. Yes.
Mr. Unai, as we come to the end of this interview, what would you want to see at the end of this conference?
So at the end of the conference, like we would like to see that all the attendants to the conference, they go back home with the necessary toolkit of information. So when they go back, like when they come to the conference, we want to give them, we want to show them, and we want to increase the vision of them. So when they go back home, we would like them to start new businesses, to start new ventures, and to be more confident in themselves. So I think that's what we want to give to the attendants.
Dr. Mazhandu, how would you encourage somebody who is contemplating on attending this particular conference?
Repeat.
How would you encourage somebody who is contemplating on attending this particular conference? What do they expect?
How I would encourage what? You have to excuse me, my hearing is a bit poor.
Oh, sorry. How would you encourage somebody who wants to come and attend this conference, or who is thinking about attending this particular conference?
Encouraging. I am of the view that the people attending have been invited. So I know we would, anybody who has been invited would be keen to go and learn what's going to happen there and what will be happening.
Okay, Dr. Kachaka, I have a text message here which says, good move, where will the conference be held and what are the terms and conditions for one to attend? Mr. Murilo L. Thank you very much for that text message. Where will be the conference is another text message. Where will the conference be taking place and is there a fee attached? The man will provide startup help. Okay, maybe will the man provide startup help, capital to convert men to be a man? Okay, this should be male anyway. For government employees, they should consider to give some free interest loan to help men start businesses. Your quick reaction as we conclude.
Thank you so much. The conference will be at Mulungushi International Center, there opposite the arcades. And to attend, you need to buy a ticket at 500 kwacha. The tickets are available at ZDA offices. ZDA are working with us as partners. So you can go at ZDA offices and buy your ticket at 500 kwacha. And also exhibitors are welcome. There is no exhibition fee per stand per se. So bring all your products, but all you do is buy a ticket for every individual whom you are going to put on your stand. Simply that. Now, in terms of startups, there are financiers who are coming to come and hear your idea so that they assist you with finances. We have EFC. They are coming to make a presentation. They are offering funds to entrepreneurs beginning at 5,000 kwacha minimum. They go up to 1 million kwacha. You have an idea, please bring your idea, attend so that you access funding. The joint ventures also will be there with investors. So you come and enter into joint ventures. You have land and water, yet have no funding. So you come and enter into joint ventures. So we urge all the men in Zambia, the men of this country. The economy of Zambia depends on us. May we come so that we can have our eyes opened and we shall know where our market lies. Look, a number of you have crops, you don't know where to sell them. You come and learn how and where to sell your crops and products. So we invite everybody to come. Mulungushi, it begins on Monday.
Dr. Kachaka, Dr. Mazhandu, and Mr. Unal would like to thank you very much for making an appearance on Prime Daybreak.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure.
Thank you so much.
We have been discussing the SADC Men's Conference that is coming up on the 16th and the 17th of December here in Lusaka at the Mulungushi International Conference Center. So I've been talking to Dr. Joseph Mazhandu, who will be a speaker at that particular conference, and also Mr. Burak Unal from the Tech Africa company, who also be speaking at that particular conference, and Dr. Collins Kachaka, who will also be speaking at that particular conference. On that note, we take a short break, and when we come back, we are going to be talking to the NUPE's president.